Math Amazing Day! Today, let's talk about rational algebraic expressions. Kamusta mga ka-math? Tuto, halina't math kinig, math nood, at math aral. Kasama iyong math guru! What is rational expressions? In arithmetic, it is the quotient or the ratio of two numbers. In algebra, it is the quotient of two polynomials in the form m over n, where m and n are both polynomials, and n is not equal to 0. Let's have an examples for rational expressions. 1/2, -2 over 3, 1 over x, ax over by, x squared over x minus y, x squared minus 4, all over x to the 4th minus 4x squared plus 4. Those are examples of rational expressions. Let's have an example of rational expressions. Let's say we have m over n. M is our numerator and n is our denominator. Denominator must not be equal to 0. Let's have another example of rational expressions. Let's have 15 over 40. In our previous lessons, we discussed about on how to get the factors. Let us factor out number 15. 15 could have a factors of 5 times 3. 40 could have a factors of 5 times 8. If there are common numbers on our numerator and in our denominator, we can eliminate those numbers or cancel it. If the numbers in the numerator and denominator doesn't have any factor and cannot be simplified, that will be the final answer. Let's have a second example for simplifying rational expressions. 32 over 128. Let us factor out the given numbers. If the numbers are big numbers, let's try to divide this 2 by 2. 32 divided by 2 is 16. So we have 2 times 16. 128 divided by 2 is 64. Then we can have 2 times 64. If we see a common number in our numerator and in our denominator, we can cancel those numbers. Now we have 16 and 64. Let's try to simplify 16 and 64. 16 can have a factor of 8 times 2. 64 could have a factor of 8 times 8. Now, you see a common number on the top and bottom, then we can cancel those numbers. We still have 2 over 8. 2 over 8 can still be simplified. And the simplest form of 2 over 8 is 1 over 4. Now, the simplified form of 32 over 128 is 1 over 4. Let's have the third example for simplifying rational expressions. We have now -27 over 81. If you notice, the given is negative. If one number is negative, the answer automatic will be a negative number. Now, let's do the same process. If you think the numbers are a big numbers, let's try to divide it by 2. But if the given is not divisible by 2, let's try to divide this by 3. -27 divided by 3 is 9. 81 divided by 3 is 27. If you see a common number on the top and bottom, then we can cancel these numbers. Now we have 9 over 27. We can still simplify 9 over 27. The factors of 9 are 3 times 3. The factors of 27 are 3 times 9. Again, we see a common number on the top and bottom. Then, we can still simplify those numbers. Now, we have 3 over 9. 3 over 9 can be still simplified. 3 over 9 is equal to 1 over 3. Now, our answer is negative 1/3. Negative 1/3 because 1 of the given is negative. Therefore, this will be the simplified form of negative 27 over 81. Now, let's have this example. 12x squared over 18x raised to 7. If you notice, this example includes variables. But still, the process will be the same. Now, let us focus first on the given number, 12 and 18. What are the factors of 12? We could have 6 times 2. For 18, we could have 6 times 3. For x squared and x over 7, let's try to copy first the variable with the biggest exponent. Since x over 7 is bigger than x raised to 2, we will copy this into its original position. So this will be written on this part. Now, x raised to 2. This one is smaller than this. We're going to copy this exponent, but we have to subtract this from 7. Then, let's simplify. 6 over 6 are the same. So, we can cancel these two numbers. For 2 and 3, we cannot do anything from that. So, we can say that we have 2 over 3. Then, copy the variable x in its original position. Then, 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. And that 5 will be still the power of this variable. Now, the simplified form of 12x squared over 18x raised to 7 is 2 over 3x raised to 5. Let's have another example for simplifying rational expressions. In this given, you will notice that there is operations between terms. If there is operations between terms, we cannot simply cancel like terms, or like numbers, or like variables. We have to find first the greatest common factor of our numerator. For our numerator, we have 4ax minus 2bx. 4 and 2 are having a greatest common factor of 2. Then 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. For ax and bx, they have a common factor of x. So let us write here x. Then ax divided by x is a. Bx divided by x is b. Then we're going to put this 2 inside the parentheses. And then we're going to copy the sign, that is negative. Then, this will be the factored out form of our numerator. Now, let's have the greatest common factor of our denominator. Our denominator is 6ax minus 4bx. 6 and 4 could have a factor or the greatest common factor of 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. Ax and bx could have a factor or greatest common factor of x. So ax divided by x is a. Bx divided by x is b. Then again, we're going to put this inside the parentheses. And then we're going to copy the given sign. Then, let's rewrite this to given. So we have 2x, open parenthesis, 2a minus 1b over 2x times 3a minus 2b. Then don't forget to write the close parenthesis. If you notice, 2x is the same with this 2x. Then, we can cancel this. Now, we have 2a minus 1b over 3a minus 2b. This will be the simplified form of this given. This will be our answer. Now, let's have another example for simplifying rational expressions. In this given, you will notice that our numerator and in our denominator, these are examples of trinomials. In this case, you have to master or you must practice factoring trinomials. Again, in this case, you have to master or you practice factoring trinomials. Let us factor out first our numerator. For our numerator, we have x squared minus 5x plus 4. Now, if the numerical coefficient of x squared is 1, then just focus on the value of c. We have to write 2 parentheses. X squared is x times x. Now, we're going to think of factors of 4 that can give you a sum or difference of 5. Since we have 4, the factors of that is 4 times 1. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. This 5 is the same with this number. Now, we can say the factors that we need to use are 4 and 1. So, we have to write 4 and 1. Now, the given sign in the middle is negative. We know that negative sign multiplied to a negative sign will give you a positive answer. Meaning, 4 must have negative sign and 1 must have negative sign. Now, let's get the factors of our denominator. For our denominator, we have x squared plus 3x minus 4. Again, if the value or if the numerical coefficient of x squared is 1, then focus on this value. Now, we have to write 2 parentheses. We have negative 4. The factors of negative 4 can be 4 and 1. Let's say we have 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. And this number is equal now to the value of b, or in our middle term. then we can say that 4 and negative 1 are the numbers that we will use in these factors. Again, x squared is equal to x times x. Then for negative 4, we will use the numbers 4 and 1. And for 1, we will give negative sign for this number. And for 4, that is positive. And this will be the factors of our denominator. And these are the factors of our numerator. Then, let us rewrite the two given factors. So we have x minus 4 times the quantity of x minus 1 over, we have to copy this. This will be our denominator. So we have x plus 4 times the quantity of x minus 1. If you notice, these two are the same. Then, we can cancel x minus 1. Then, the answer will be x minus 4 over x plus 4. Natuto ba kayo, mga kamat-tuto? Yeah! Oo, i-like lang ang video na ito, mag-subscribe sa akin channel, at huwag kalilimutang i-hit ang notification bell para sa mga susunod pang video. Muli, ito ang iyong Math Guru!